Hi guys, this is Irina Litvin here, OneTrapCounseling.com, and this is part 2 of what support really means to women. So today I want to share with you a couple of really nice tips that will improve your connection and will help you woman feel truly supported and understood, because this is really a natural need, not just for women but for a lot of men. Almost all human beings want to be understood, accepted, and seen for who they really are. So whenever you catch yourself, like you're a woman or just both of you, getting irritable and like you start snapping at each other and responding with an attitude, that is a sign that you need to work on your connection. You need to schedule a time that you'll spend together. It can be a date, it can be a hike or trip to nature. Something meaningful when you will spend a lot of time talking about big subjects, not just little things and gossiping, but each other's dreams and goals in life. Listening to each other with full attention, your full presence. And I already explained in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, I have a link in the description below. With your full presence means that you draw all of your attention into the present moment. You drop any kind of distractions. You leave your cell phone behind in another room or in your pocket. And you focus on your connection to Mother Earth and Father Sky, getting centered, and look into each other's eyes, listening to what your partner has to say. So connection is an essential thing that is craved by human beings. The same children get cranky and fussy when they don't feel connected to their caretakers, to their parents. And once you give them that authentic connection, then they can relax to enjoy life again. They can play again. So the same is true for adults. We need this connection. Life is busy and we have a lot of things to do. We take care of so many things on our to-do list, but we start distancing if we don't do anything about reconnecting to our partner from time to time, going on hikes together, exploring together. Those are very important things that should not be overlooked. And then also, another thing to keep in mind is when you try to talk about, you bring up some kind of issues, right? You want to address some things that need to be addressed. Start with validating your woman's feelings. Because if you don't do that properly, then very likely she will get defensive and she will not hear your message the way you want it to be understood and addressed. So what I recommend doing is reflecting back to her what you hear, validating her feelings, showing your understanding of how she feels about certain things. Like, for instance, if she is spending, you think she's spending a lot of money, don't just start with saying things like the typical things that a lot of couples do. They just say, oh, you always just spend a lot of money for nothing on useless things. You always do something. That is a big mistake. That will only get your partner defensive and you will not find a solution. and can escalate to a fight as well. So what you should do instead is tell her that, validate her feelings by reflecting back what you hear or what you see, this situation that from your perspective, that how you perceive it, and then be open and flexible for her corrections. Very likely that's not the way she sees it. But when talking about this issue, focus on the issue itself, not your partner's position, not how she always does it. Forget about always. Just talk about the thing that needs to be addressed. And it is a very important quality nowadays, especially during this time in history. We have to train ourselves to be flexible. We have to be willing to step away from our position, the way we see things, and be willing to see them from a different angle. Be willing to make the necessary changes in our belief system and learn new skills to change the way we do things all the time, just to get out of the tracks that we're used to, outside of our comfort zone. And the way to do it is to train yourself to be flexible, not be attached to a certain outcome. Like, things don't have to be the way you want them to be. Flexibility gives you more, wider perspective and more options, more solutions, ways to find the best solution. So, this is all I wanted to share with you today. Let me know what you think. I'll be happy to see your comments below. And try to observe yourself. Try to notice how you address things, how you talk to your partner, and what are the ways that you can improve it to make sure that both of you are happy, because that way your relationship will be fulfilling for both, and you will be building a stronger, loving bond. Your partner, your woman, will feel your support, and she will be showing more support to you. She will be more supportive, more understanding, and not in a defensive mode. So I wish you the best of luck, and sending you many, many blessings.